do you do? I'm sort of representing the HOTPOINT folks. And, now don't worry, this isn't going to be any speech. I just want you to know that we appreciate your coming. We're very glad to have you here as our guests. Please make yourselves right at home. Now, of course, you know that the HOTPOINT people make electric appliances for the home. There's no need of my going into that. Everybody knows the HOTPOINT name. Now, while you're our guests here today, in a bigger sense, you're really our bosses. We're working for you. It's our job to develop the things that make your job of homemaking easier, make possible a better and fuller way of life. That's the story of our screenplay. And, well, I'm not going to tell that story. I want you to see it and live it for yourselves. All right, young man, turn it on.
All right, I made a mistake. One little mistake, and you tell the neighborhood.
And you tell the world by radio. My husband making a fool of himself from coast to coast.
Margaret, I shouldn't have to explain all this to you again, but I will. I won't lose my temper because I want you to understand. It was just one of those things. It could have happened to anyone. Now, at 5 o'clock this afternoon, I closed my desk and started home to you. I came down in the elevator and out in front of the building. I stopped to buy a paper, just as I always do. Then, just as I was starting for the 512, I saw the crowd of people. I thought perhaps there'd been an accident. Maybe I could help. So I did just what any good American citizen would do. I went over and joined the crowd. Then I discovered that this was a radio broadcast, a man-on-the-spot program. So I turned right around and started for the station. Of course, in a crowd like that, it takes a little time to fight your way out, but I tried because I didn't want to be late for dinner. Well, just about that time, somebody grabbed my arm. Next thing I knew, he was saying,
"I've another contestant for you, Clark."
Well, what could I do? I didn't want to be rude. Then another fellow said,
"Would you state your name, please, sir?"
Tupper.
Back just a little bit, please.
Oh, Thomas Jefferson Tupper.
Thank you, Mr. Tupper. And your occupation, sir?
District agent for the Titan Tractor. Practical power for every purpose and pocketbook. All types and sizes from...
Thank you, Mr. Tupper. Would you send me a catalog? Now, Mr. Tupper, you're the man on the spot. Of course, we all know that women are the final authorities on homemaking, but could you name me 4 essential tools of housekeeping developed by men?
4 tools of housekeeping, like the telephone?
I'll accept that. Surely the telephone is a vital housekeeping help.
Not the way some women use it.
Oh, yes. Now, Mr. Tupper, 3 more, if you please.
Well, the telephone and electric lights, the vacuum cleaner, the sewing machine. Oh, I could go on all day naming them.
Fine, fine. Then you feel that men have contributed quite a bit towards housekeeping.
Yes. In fact, I'd say that men have developed most of the modern household helps.
Yes, but we must all admit that no man could improve a woman's methods of running a home. Right, Mr. Tupper?
I don't know. I've always suspected that if women ran their homes with business efficiency, they'd do a better job and with less effort.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Tupper. Now, here's one essential of a happy home that is sure
Matter
to...
of fact, I'd welcome an opportunity to prove that any successful businessman could take over the running of his home and reform it along business principles.
Oh, I've been waiting for that. I've heard that before. And let me tell you something.
Due to operating difficulties beyond our control, we will now return you to the studio for an interval of music.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
very much. I suppose you think I'm crazy.
Oh, that's all right.
Here, have a cigar.
Oh, he ain't crazy. Much.
Oh, good evening, Mrs. Smithers. I suppose you
Mr.
think
Tupper, you should be ashamed. Ashamed. Poor Mrs. Tupper.
Hi, Tom. I heard you on the radio. You were swell.
Henry, come in here.
Stand still. Hold it.
I'm from the Evening News.
How about a statement, Mr. Tupper?
Say, are you the boss in your own home?
Don't you believe women should be allowed to vote? There goes a man that beats his wife.
Yeah, he's got that look. Quiet, Skippy, down. That's a good dog.
There he is.
Soft coal.
Well, the great dictator comes home.
Oh, Margaret, give me a chance. You see...
Yes, I see. And I'm laughing.
Phone, dear, the phone.
Well, that's not for me. You answer it. If it's a vaudeville offer, take it.
Hello. Yes, this is Mr. Tupper.
Go ahead, dear. You tell her. Come, say something.
Oh, Margaret, please.
What you want, your autograph?
Margaret.
Go ahead, darling. You know all the answers.
Hello. Yes. Yes. It's long distance.
Oh, now you're in my day. Say hello for me, too.
March. Yes. Oh. It's the big boss. What'll I say?
Oh, something will come to you.
Yes, Mr. Guffey? Yes, sir? Oh. Oh. Well, thank you, Mr. Guffey. Thank you very much. I'm glad. I'm certainly glad you liked it. Well, Chief, those were my sentiments, and I stick with them. Furthermore, Hello? Hello? Oh, the operator cut him off.
More likely Mrs. Guffey cut him off.
Nevertheless, the fact remains that every businessman recognizes the wasteful inefficiency in the average home.
Are you trying to infer that you could do a better job of housekeeping than I?
Who are the best chefs? Men. Who design women's gowns? Men. Who run the largest homes in the world? The hotels. Men, of course.
All right, Tom Tupper, we'll see.
Why, if it weren't for the men... Huh? What?
Tomorrow you'll have a chance to show how good a housekeeper you are.
Love to. If I didn't have to go to the office.
You don't. I'm going to the office, and you're going to reform the house along business lines. Don't you dare back out because I've got 20 million witnesses who heard you beg for the chance.
Just kidding. I hope. Margaret, honey, the clock.
Well, turn it off.
better jump up, dear.
Not today. You jump up. And let out the dog and bring in the milk and start breakfast. Good morning, darling. Just toast and coffee. I'm in a hurry. Oh, thank you. What are the headlines?
Margaret, you can't go through with this.
Toast, darling.
Margaret, dear, you'll make us both ridiculous.
Not coast to coast, anyway. Coffee, darling.
I'll admit I was wrong. I'll do anything.
Toast, darling, toast.
What do you know about selling Titan tractors?
Oh. Who helped you practice your sales presentation? Who had to listen to all your stories on performance and economy? Don't worry about me. I'll get along all right.
But how do I look running around like this? Oh, never mind. Don't answer.
Oh, here's a list of a few things I'd like you to do for me today.
All this today?
Just a few things. Oh, yes, darling. And when the cleaner man comes, be sure my blue dress didn't fade. And if the telephone company should call about those toll charges, you'll find the receipts in my desk. And do put some plant food on the flowers, but not when the sun is shining on them. Oh, I don't think there's anything else. Well, goodbye. See you tonight. Don't hurry.
All right. Go ahead. Burn. Great little kidder. I'll show her. System. That's the thing. System. Ow.
Good morning, service cleaners. Well, good morning.
Oh, don't you like it?
Oh, but cute.
How do you tell if a dress is faded?
Oh, if it's faded, I never tell. That's up to the boss.
Here, hold this. Ouch. Give me that.
Look, let's quit kidding. You take the dresses, okay? If there's anything wrong, let the missus call us up, okay? Let's leave it up to her, okay?
You don't understand.
Yeah, I know. I'm dumb. But you're all right. Now, come on, let's quit playing. I got work to do. And remember, service cleaners always at your service. Goodbye, kid.
Hello. Yes, it's Mr. Tupper. Oh, the toll charges. Just a moment, I have the receipts right here. It'll take just a minute. Yes, it's all right here. Someplace. Let's see, would it be B for bills, or T for telephone, or maybe D for dispute? On second thought, I've decided not to contest the charges. Yes, I'll accept it. No, I don't have to talk to Mrs. Tupper first.
Good morning, madam.
Oh, you don't like it either.
On you, it looks good. Listen, brother, today I'm offering the biggest household help of modern times. Just the thing to please the little woman. Only 50 cents, a half a dollar. Here you are, brother. The little one, the can opener. Only a half a dollar to make the woman happy.
Well, that's quite a thing.
Yes, sir. Saves time, saves fingers, saves doctor bills and dispositions. Only 50 cents.
Let's see it work.
Yes, sir. Many of my customers tell... Huh? What is that, brother?
I said let's see you demonstrate it.
Now, listen, brother. You're not going
I
to
wanna
stand
see
there
it
and tell
work.
me...
Here. Open a can.
Well, that's reasonable, brother. That's reasonable. Why not? I always say, why not? Now, let me see. Oh, yes. Uh-huh. Well, kind of a tricky can you got here.
Here, let me try it. Now, this ought to go right over here.
Maybe you got it wrong end, too.
Ah, here's the way, see? Hold the can. Ah. Now we're getting somewhere.
Well, I'll be doubly dead burned. It works. Hey, let me try one. Come on,
Sure,
come on,
I'll
give
do
me
it.
one. You know, brother, confidentially, I never tried to work one before. It's a lot of fun.
And well worth its price, I should say. How much you say it was?
$1.
Hmm?
That's the regular price, brother, but to you, a special deal. 50 cents. Thank you, brother. Doggone, it really worked. What won't they think up next?
I hope Margaret likes canned spinach.
Well, how does a busy executive start his day?
It isn't awfully busy. This is the slack season.
The slack season. Oh. Why?
Because business is dull.
But why is business dull?
We got a letter from Mr. Guffey at the Home Office saying business is dull. And when Mr. Guffey says business is dull, it's got to be dull. That's all.
Doesn't seem to make sense.
Lots of things don't, but that's the way it is.
I see. All right. Well, what do we do now? We'll just proceed as though Mr. Tupper were here.
Well, I open the mail, check the inquiries, assemble sales data, check the salesman's report, forward specifications, handle the office routine.
Oh, wait a minute. What does Mr. Tupper do?
Oh, from 9 to 11, he usually dictates. He likes to dictate.
Yes, doesn't he just?
Then from 11 to 1, he takes some prospect to lunch. Then if it's a nice day, he usually plays golf with some customer. And, well, that's about all now, on account of this is a slack season.
I see. Well, maybe you better just open the mail.
Oh, you'll get onto this business in no time.
I'm beginning to already.
How am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ahem. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What are those funny noises?
Oh, that's just Mr. Tupper loosening up his dictating voice. Sometimes he yodels.
Big business, huh?
This is. Look what came in the mail.
Gentlemen, pleased to inform you competitive test specifications and prices are in favor of Titan tractors. Model GB4 and model BG6, a total of 22 units, immediate delivery. Yours very truly, Ajax Construction Company. I don't understand it. What does it mean?
Well, it means that an order for 22 tractors just slid in the mail chute, whoosh, just like that.
You mean we sold 22 tractors?
Oh, no. They bought them. Just send us the order. It happens like that once every lifetime.
Pretty good day's business.
Well, of course, it looks very good on the Home Office report. But this is just a lucky break. Really doesn't count.
Does to me. I know how I'm going to make it count. I see we're having spinach for dinner.
Yep, mighty good for you, spinach. Full of vitamins and stuff. Tastes good, too. Look.
If this is some freak diet theory of yours, you can count me out. It's a fine thing after a hard day at the office.
Ah, yes, that must have been something. And how many tractors did you sell, dear?
Only 6 today.
Only 6. What? 6 tractors? You sold 6 tractors?
Oh, darling, I'm just beginning.
I don't believe it. 6 tractors. Look here. You're just kidding, aren't you? You don't mean it really, do you?
Spinach, good for you. You should have seen his face when I told him. What? You sold 6 tractors in one day? He wouldn't believe it till I showed him the order, and then he was so upset he stalked straight out and washed all the dishes in the bathtub.
And you've still got 16 more orders in reserve.
You know, I can't decide whether we should have a bad day today and sell only 3 or 4, or whether we should have a good day and sell 7 or 8. Maybe we ought to have a conference.
I'm just wondering.
About what? This is perfectly legitimate.
Yeah. But you can't expect the mailman to hit the jackpot every day. What happens when that Ajax order is filled and there aren't any more?
By that time, it won't matter much. I hope.
I get it. And how is Mr. Tupper progressing with his home efficiency?
Well, I think he should have a pretty busy day today. He's washing.
Washing?
Mm-hmm. And I suspect he's going to have quite a few interruptions. You know, callers and things.
Oh, yes.
And tonight, I'm bringing home a dinner guest.
Huh. Mr. Tupper doing the washing. You could sell tickets. I'd pay money to see that.
Mr. Tupper. Oh, doing the wash. Isn't that nice? It isn't a very good day for it, is it?
No, I guess not.
Clothes dry much better when it isn't raining.
Ah, yes, I dare say.
Mr. Tupper, I have to go in town. And would you mind? I'm sure you wouldn't. Adalbert is such a well-behaved boy, and he'll be company for you, too.
Well, I'm awfully busy.
Yes, I know, but Adalbert is such good company, and I'll just leave him. You don't mind, do you? Thank you so much. Goodbye.
What's a gag? What are you made up for?
No cracks, little lammy, or you lose your little teethy.
Oh, yeah?
Gentlemen first.
Go on. I ain't taking any chances. got a job. A man's job.
Yeah, I had one, too. But I had sense enough to keep it.
Come on, Pooch. Let's have some fun.
Hello, Palace Laundry? I want you to pick up some laundry right away.
Dougie.
No, you don't have to wash it. Just iron it and bring it back today. Come, little man. Come, come. There's something I want to tell you. Right now. Look, little man. Let's be friends. You and me and Skippy. One happy family.
Is this on the level?
Absolutely.
Okay.
One, two, three, four. Hiya, Mr. Tupper. Must be having a party. This is your idea of a party? No, I mean all of this stuff. Oh, just a few little things we're having guests for dinner tonight.
You know, Mr. Tupper, I've heard all about how you can handle women. Now, I got my troubles. What I want to know is...
Don't say it. Whatever you're thinking, don't say it. Tell it to some animal trainer or a bachelor. Anybody but me! Take all day to pull these silly things out by hand. Try to tell a woman. Now about that cake.
Can I have a piece of string?
Sure, help yourself. Just don't bother me. Wow, what a routine. Make it sound complicated. Just to fool women. First, a couple of eggs. Mix thoroughly to cream. Oh, phooey. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Maybe I could get a patent on this. Having fun, Adelbert?
No, I gotta get some worms.
Worms?
Yeah, the goldfish won't bite on this.
Of course not. You gotta have... Huh? Goldfish? Now, look, Adelbert. You promised. Here. Find yourself some paper and draw some pictures.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, you may be a great artist someday. You don't hang your first. hello, Miss Horton.
Oh, you know, I saw the grocery boy stopping, and I said to myself, Mr. Tupper is going to show Mrs. Tupper how clever he is, and maybe I can help. So I just ran right over.
Well, glad you did, Mrs. Horton. Maybe you can help.
See? Just as I said. Maybe I'm psychopathic.
Yes, maybe you are.
Oh, well, just anything at all.
Well, it's about the stove. How do you adjust it to cook a chicken and a cake?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked me that. You know, some folks say I have a knack with cake. An absolute knack with cake. What kind is it?
Oh, just a cake with frosting.
Oh, if it was Bachelor's Dream, that's my husband's favorite, it would be very simple.
Well, let's say that's what it is.
Oh, isn't this nice? Well, it's just exactly like ours, yes, sir? Just exactly. Well, now first, don't pay any attention to that.
No?
Oh, mercy, no. Just turn on the oven hot enough so that it'll curl the hair on your arm this far away. See? Then put in the cake and time it by radio.
A radio?
Of course. Now, a cake should bake all the way through Girl Against Man, and almost all the way through Flight to Happiness. And take it out when they start to tell you about the special free gift offer with box tops. Then a chicken. Oh, well, a chicken's good for a whole ball game. Of course, unless it goes into extra innings.
You sure that's the best way?
Of course, it's more fun that way. Oh, and if you can guess who it was left the baby on the front porch of the young minister, you get a Cleopatra perfume brooch absolutely free. And, well, I must be getting along. So glad I could help you. Goodbye.
Bye, Mrs. Horton.
How do you do, Mr. Tupper? I'm Mary Ellen Purvis. You've heard of me.
Why,
All the ladies around here are giving me their vote. And then when I win the contest, I can be a nurse. Then if you're ever sick, I can be your nurse.
Well, that's fine, but you
Oh,
see...
I knew you'd say that, Mr. Tupper. Just sign your name right here.
Just a minute.
And then when I get your vote, you get a big, beautiful self-teaching encyclopedia. Absolutely free. Just sign right there.
But I don't want it.
Mr. Tupper, you're not going to deny me an education, are you?
Oh, no, of course not.
Well, then give me your vote. Here, just sign here.
Oh, surely. We really don't need the encyclopedia. We have the Britannica.
Ah, but I insist. And for the small charge for handling and postage, you also get 4 outstanding monthly publications. All you have to do is give me the $4.80, and you don't pay another cent until next month. It's all very simple.
But I'm not that simple. Look, if you want to be a nurse or Miss America, that's all right with me. But I don't want your books or your magazines.
Mr. Tupper, you're not going to raise your children in ignorance, are you?
We have no children.
Oh, you can't fool me. Look. All about me, I can see the handiwork of a talented child. A suppressed child who's struggling to express his genius. Or is that your idea of art?
Yes, I did it. I like it. Didn't the neighbors tell you about me?
Well, Mr. Tupper, what do you mean?
Didn't they tell you the strange things that happen here?
Oh, for goodness sakes, no, what?
Now, Adelbert, you're going to be a good little boy, aren't you? Of course you are. Yes, indeed. You'll behave like a little man while I go on with the dinner, won't you? Are you peddling magazines or brushes or can openers?
Not me. I brought Mrs. Tupper's new vacuum cleaner.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, come right in. We've been having a little trouble.
Well, thank you very much.
Sure.
It's warm, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Here. Here we are. This is a new superpower Speed King. Mrs. Tupper asked me to demonstrate it to you. She said that,
Oh, don't mind him. Go ahead, clean up the whole house. Glad to have you.
Well, I just want to demonstrate the extra power of this new model. You're lucky. This is the first and only one in town.
Oh, really?
Yes, this will do things that no other machine can even approach. Now, Now, first, we'll toss a little sand around. Just a minute. Here we are. You have nice carpets here. It's a shame to let them go, you know.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
They are nice.
There you are. See, that gets right down in the rough.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yes. Drag this stiff stuff in on your feet, you know. It's terrible. And now some lint. Awful stuff. Sticks so, can't even pick it up with a whisk broom.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, now here. And now some confetti. There. There. Get it in the nap real good. There. Now, there's a test that stumps most of them.
I certainly hope you know what you're doing.
Oh, don't you worry. You'll see. Now let's tramp it in good.
Real hard?
Yes, right into the rough. You know, when that sand gets in that rough, it's just like the fingers there.
Hey, this ought to be pretty good, huh?
Oh, wait till you see this machine.
Oh, now.
There's somebody at your door, I think.
Hello, Mr. Tupper. I want to thank you so very, very much for keeping me. Why, what have you done?
Well, it was just a little game we were playing.
A game?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Lots of fun, wasn't it, old pal?
Now you're it.
He's so playful. I knew he'd keep things humming.
Oh, certainly did. Never a dull moment.
Well, we must be going. Thank you again so much. Come along, dear. Come on, dear. Here's your hat. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. Bye.
Was Mr. Tupper busy with his housework?
Not like he's gonna be.
I certainly hope it works.
Don't worry. If it doesn't, you and I are going to spend the rest of the day on our hands and knees. Oh, I was only joking. Here we are. I'll show you just exactly what I mean. Well,
what are you looking for?
there's a... Oh, excuse me. Did you... Oh.
Now, what's the matter?
All right, mister, here we go. Now, you can have that one. Now, we start right here.
I'm lucky. And it's the only one in town.
Yeah.
Really now, Margaret, I don't think this is very funny. Your husband's such a fine chap, and I like him.
I love him. That's why you've got to help me.
Yes, but I don't know anything about tractors. I hate them.
Of course you do, but play your part anyway.
Oh, very well, but I think it's silly.
Well, frankly, so do I.
I know you two want to talk, so I'll just go ahead and carve.
Please do. You know, my husband is quite famous in his way. He's introducing efficiency into the American home.
Oh, how very interesting.
Yeah, fork's a little dull.
Isn't he a card? Mr. Tupper is proving a point. I think perhaps they want to be alone. Shall we go? Let me know who wins, dear.
Hello, Charlie. This is Tom Tupper. Look, Charlie, this is going to sound a little crazy, but listen just the same.
Mr. Charles Waddington Twitchell, Twitchell Construction Company.
That's me in person. I'm looking for T.J. Tupper, district manager for Titan Tractors.
Well, that's me. At least I'm...
Really? Well, I expected to find a man. Kind of funny to see a woman selling tractors, but why not, I say?
Yes, of course, why not? Well, Mr. Twitchell, what model?
Well, up at the dam, we're using mostly 10-tonners. Yeah, big stuff.
Yeah, big stuff. Get a catalog.
No. That literature don't mean a thing. No. I want to see one work. Make it run.
You want to see it run?
Sure, you can't build a dam with catalogs, I always say. Now, if you've got what I need, maybe I can give you an order for 10 or 20.
Mr. Twitchell, you shall see it run.
Fine.
You sure you want to go ahead?
Absolutely. You can't build dams with catalogs, I always say.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Well, here we go.
Hello? Yes? In jail? Hooray!
He's gone hysterical, laughing like he's crazy.
How much? Cheap at twice the price.